It's Christmas Day, and here we are. We remember the beauty of the Incarnation. Mary received the news of her pregnancy. Joseph committed to protect this woman and her child, and on one quiet night in Bethlehem, Jesus was born into the world, God in the flesh. As we have seen through the prophecies, the expectations were high. The commonly held belief was that this Messiah would come to the world and smite the Roman Empire. The Israelites would take back their land, and Messiah would reign with them for all eternity. Well, that didn't happen. It was not that they set their expectations too high. Their expectations were not high enough. They wanted political conquest, a king that would conquer and kill all their enemies. What they failed to realize is that this would accomplish nothing. Imagine if that was the goal of the Messiah, to wipe out the Romans. The Jewish people would still be left with an insurmountable problem. They would still be cursed. They would be unable to have fellowship with God if they are left in their sinful condition. Likewise, I see another problem. The non-Jewish world would be fodder. After securing the Jewish nation, the next move on the itinerary would be to cleanse the rest of the world from the filth of the Gentiles. He was an offering of peace. On the one hand, yes, he would bring division. Not everyone would accept his message of repentance and belief. On the other hand, he was bringing unity that the world could never have dreamt of. Prior to Jesus, the world was very much divided by ethnicity. We would say it was divided racially. You still see a lot of that carried over into the world today. For instance, the Chinese are Chinese, the Indians are Indian, the Africans are African, and the Europeans are European. But what about America? America was founded in a way that was based on the principles of the Bible. Over time, we have become the most ethnically diverse country in the world. Now, I only point this out because America was not founded the way that other nations were. Even Israel was based upon familial ethnic affiliation. America was founded through the vision of Christ and the apostles. No longer Jew nor Greek. No more will your value be determined by whether you are a man or a woman. And if there is any means through which you can live as a free man, do it. Jesus Christ came to bring unity to all who would believe. When I read the genealogy in Luke, or the coming of the Magi in Matthew 2, I see an undeniable reality. In the genealogy, we see that Jesus is connected to all of humanity through our common descent from Adam. In the coming of the Magi, we see that people came from far-off lands to worship and honor the newborn king. And yet, the world is still governed by rulers and authorities who dwell in darkness. Dark forces aligned with the enemy, thinking that they are working for the good of mankind. They bring only division, destruction, and death. In Luke 2, we see the remedy. Lowly shepherds meet Jesus. Upon seeing this wonder, they spread the news to everyone. Reminds me of the song, which, in the most peaceful sense, is in a way our battle cry. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The only thing I would change about that chorus, for our purposes, is go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is Lord. All people are welcome at the manger. All are welcome at the foot of the cross. No one can stop the spread of the good news. I'd like to thank you for joining me today for this sermon. My name is Bill Sang from Faith Presbyterian Church. You can join us on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for our worship service. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.